I love
Yeah.
to exchange experience, and I feel very comfortable in this
Mm-hmm.
position, you know.
Yeah, I completely understand you. When I started here, I thought the same way, but Phil had convinced me to try. And during the journey, I realized that my learning process had improved a lot, because uh, because this pressure that you mentioned, the pressure helped me to be here at the first place. So I know I need to be here. So the discipline is had improved a lot. And the second one is related. I need to try my best to bring good topics, and try to express myself better, So, but I know I agree with you. That's a big responsibility, but I used to do this. Good morning, Aleph. How long time I don't see you, man?
Yeah, man, long time no see.
A long time.
Hello,
How are
hello.
you?
I just arrived from BJJ,
Mm-hmm.
so I will ask for 5 minutes just to change my clothes, and I came back. Okay,
Perfect. I hope you be here more and more times. Okay.
okay.
And
Just 5 minutes, I came back.
perfect, perfect. Okay. So my cousin Michaele, good morning. Michaele Costa.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, and you? What
I'm
happened?
fine. With
Uh,
me?
yeah, you disappeared off my immersions.
Yes, I think it was because of the holidays.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's true. Because of Carnival, that's it. And
Yes.
Bianca, oh my goodness, I'm so happy to see you here. How are you doing? I hope you are you in Brazil?
Yes, I am. Thank God.
Ah, yeah, that's it.
I
So,
survived, guys. I'm really happy.
you survived, great. Okay, I hope you are recovered in yourself of your big journey. So yeah, I hope you could be energized as faster as possible. That's it. And yeah, I have a lot of new stuff that are happening to me. To be honest, I would have to send you a DM later because I have a lot of stuff. A lot of stuffs are happening to me. So yeah, that's it. So guys, I think it's time to start the conversation at all. I brought deep topic again, how our experiences impact our choices. So that's a good time to discuss and practice our English using this topic. I'm gonna put again on the chat expression to if you want to use. Or if I want to use, oh my goodness, let me see. Yeah. So yeah, guys, we are in five. I think it's enough to be all of us at the main room. Okay. So let's start with the conversations. I'd like to start with you. Let's make a presentation. No, that's not necessary. All of us know us. So let's start. Luis, could you start with the first question, please?
For sure. Well, question number one. What experiences can most deeply shape a person's identity? Well, I think that we firstly think about relationship with the family. I think it was a good start. And well, external environment as well. I think that can shape person identity and educational level. I think some educational level and a cultural experience as well. I think something related to this, but it's a very it's not how I can say this it's not well, we need to always to think about the different backgrounds that every person can
Uh-huh.
have in the life.
I'm curious, Luis, in which ways do you believe the social environment can impact our education level?
Well, it's not 100% certain, but I
Mm-hmm.
think that it had a huge impact, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not the final result, because
Mm-hmm.
it depends a lot, different variables to determine something.
Yeah.
It's not only one thing.
Oh, I think I got you. Maybe you talked the environment can impact us, how better we are able to observe information, to process information, something like this. Am I right?
Yes, but it's not the only
Reason.
reason. No,
Okay, I
it's
got you.
not.
I got you. Just to understand your perspective, right, man? And just a reminder, guys, here we don't have right or wrong answers. That's just opinions, including my opinion. So thanks so much, Luis. And Aleph, please, are you ready? I don't think so. So,
Yeah,
Mikael.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Ah,
Sorry,
okay.
sorry.
Okay, don't go ahead. The first question, man, please.
Yeah. Let me see. Where is the question? Because I wasn't without.
Do you want I copy and paste for you here?
No, 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 no. It's because eu não estava com fone. Yeah.
Ah,
Please,
okay.
please.
We started the first question. What
What
experience
experience
can
can
most
most?
yeah.
Uh, I'm not sure about the experience, but I think that we what makes us is how we handle with the situations. So we have any situations that is common to any people, and they are handle it with with different answers. So
Mhm.
it will build us and will shape us how our personal identity, I guess. Did you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much, Aleph and Mikael. It's your turn.
Uh, I agree with Aleph. Uh, in general, I think significant events such as overcoming failure or facing adversity, achieving meaning goals, um, or experiencing major life transitions can strongly influence how someone sees themselves and the world. I think cultural background uh, is still this experience to education, yet relationships too. I think they are so important.
Yeah, I got you. For sure. Yeah. And for you, Yanka.
Oh, that's a deep question, but I
As
agree with
always.
you guys. Yes, I agree with you guys. As we said, I think that family can shape us a lot, mainly if they accept your opinion or accept your identity, or they cut your opinion or your identity. You can be more extroverted or introverted because of this, because you had your voice heard or don't. Sometimes I feel that if you had space to express yourself, in the way that you want. For example, I know some children that had some. No, it's not a good example. I'm sorry. But thinking about study too, as you, sorry, it will be too polemic, maybe. But about study, if your family encourage you to study, I think that you will have more odds to have a high education level. In my family, my mom taught me to write my name when I was 4 years old. My mom always
Perfect.
pushed me to study, you know.
Mhm.
So she helped me a lot. And I think that this is valuable for us and can shape our identity
For
too.
sure.
And thinking about education. And one thing that I have been thinking a lot, it's about microaggressions and micro affirmations. These in our adult life, I guess, because when we are at our job environment, for example, or interacting with other people, we can feel microaggressions like people cutting you or don't listen to you, or doing something that or mistreating you in some way, very in a subtle level. You don't
Mhm.
have to suffer this in a very escancarado, in a way very visible. Can be
Mhm.
subtle. This is
Mhm.
to me, they are microaggressions and microaffirmations, like when people stop to hear you, give it to you the attention when you are talking, for example. All of this can shape us. I feel that, you know, you can be more expressive or not, depending on this kind of situation that you pass through your life. I guess, I think. But sometimes I feel that bad experience shape us more because we don't give too much value to the good ones. Is that?
Wow. Wow, that's amazing point of view, Yanka, and it's almost impossible to add something after all of you guys because I think it was a bad idea. I start at last, but let me do my best. So I'm gonna try to bring my experiences. My parents tried to help me or advise me to study, but both of them they don't have a higher study level. You know, my father worked as car mechanic, and my mom was did to be honest, my mom studied until high school, but she didn't complete the high school level, you know. So, however, both of them tried to help me to study, you know, that's the truth. So, I'm the only child in this family, and higher, in my opinion, if you suffered, how can I say this? If the environment that you lived in the past was in a fight mode, I can say that will shape you the way that you make connections with the others, you know. For example, my parents had a lot of fights between them. I taught this sometimes here, um, and I didn't have another child to share my feelings by the time. And I remember, I don't remember, but my mom said, therapist said that was interesting to me and make some therapy, you know. Even I was child, but they decided not to do that by the time, both of them, you know. And that impacted me a lot my adult life. However, along the way, I realized that I needed help related to not only to confidence, but also um, how can I say, improve decisions, improve the way that I make decisions, you know. For example, currently I think I'm not struggling, but I need to act related to oh my goodness, I always forget this word. Um, give me a moment, guys, please. I don't know if these expressions works. I think about to finance a home to live. Yeah, you know. That's something that's sometimes I disagree with this because in my point of view, it's better you save money to buy a home, to buy the whole home's prices, you know. So, however, I thought that the same way. I'm almost 40 years old, so and I think it's important to stop to move to another place with the high frequency that I've been doing lately. No, I don't know if you understood me, but and I wasn't able to save the money that I'd like to do. You know, that's another point. So because of this, I'm thinking about to pick this a portion of my money to buy to give as an entry part of that house, you know, and I received a good opportunity to buy one, you know, from my brother-in-law. So yeah, because of this, probably I'm gonna buy a place to live, you know. I'm gonna finance a home, you know, something like this. And yeah, it's enough. I talked a lot. Um, yeah, it's your turn. I guess I'd like to start with you, the next one, Aleph, please.
Okay.
The second question, then, please.
Yeah. In your opinion, how could that childhood event influence someone's choice later in life? Um, yeah, I can remember that my mom always said, "Hey, you can do all the things. You can achieve anything. Uh, you should have just patience to go step by step." And currently, I can see that I grow. I can see that I grow with this patience and with uh, everything that I have. I had a plan to achieve something. So if I want to, in this case, improve my English, I know that I should study every day and step by step. And I need to learn new words, new expressions, and I can see answering the question. I can see that the it was event that happens when I was a child, and currently I can see that most of choices that I have to do, I have these patterns, this step, this plan. So in any moments we can uh, we can deep in a disappointment when we are uh, a kid, and while we are growing, we need to win that disappointment, because if you want to do that, we will grow as a hurted person, I guess. So events while we are a childhood can mark our choices in all our lives, and it can impact our our kids and the future generations that we have. You are muted, Oswald.
Oh my God, I don't know how I muted myself. Okay. I said I agree 100% with you, Aleph. And I'd like to pick you, Michael, to continue this discussion, please.
I agree. I think childhood can influence someone choice later in life because early experiences can shape beliefs, fears, and motivations in both way, positive and negative. Like you and Bianca said before, encouragement for study, for example, it's a good example for support. This can build confidence and inspire ambition for study, for the life. And but the other hand, difficult is experience such rejection or failure may create insecurities or fears that can affect future decisions. I think psychology can explain that more
But
than me, but yeah,
yeah,
I
but
think
you're
is that.
right. I'm sorry. I had a delay with your voice. Can you complete if you
Mm,
want?
yeah, I think that. I think it's important to understand that can't affect us in a positive and a negative way.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, for sure, for sure. And for you, Yanka?
Um, okay. Well, I'm gonna give one example, I guess, about my life. I was raised in a household very chaotic too, Osvaldo, and with a lot of domestic violence, I guess. And because of this, I feel that I have some trouble to find a partner, because when I see one sign of control or one sign of aggressivity from my partner, I give up. I can't handle. I can't continue in that relationship. So, or that person should be too docile, too kind with me, or I don't know, if that person show me some kind of aggression sign, I have trouble to accept. And then I think that's something turn in my mind, and I want
Mhm.
just to get out of that relationship. My psychologist says that I have to talk with that person, but I don't know. It seems that something my mind changed, and I
Mm-hmm.
can't come back again
I got you.
to like that person. Do you want to talk something?
No, you answered, I guess.
Yeah.
And I feel the same.
Yeah, so it's too
The same.
difficult. Like, I'm gonna be single forever because everyone can be aggressive a little bit sometime, I have to, I don't know, develop some kind of tolerance about that. I don't know. And my family
No.
too. I don't know. Yeah. In my family, it was too chaotic too. I was raised in
Mm.
a house with my grandpas, my mom, and some aunts. So it was 8 person until my 17s. Until I get into the university, I lived with some 8 persons at the same house, and it was too chaotic because you can't organize 8 person in one house. And then I feel that nowadays I'm too controlled. I want to control everything. I want to control the finances of the house. I want to control your routine. My mom is complaining because I want to control her life now too. I want to control the household environment. So, because to maintain the order sometimes, to avoid to
Mm-hmm.
have that chaos that it was when I was a child, I guess. So a lot of things that happen in our childhood can shape us. And I truly believe that.
To be honest, I think your approach to deal with relationship is a good way, because if in my opinion, if someone show you any kind of aggressive behavior, for example, I think that's enough you to give up as well, for sure. In my case, I feel the same way. It's hard to me to trust anyone, if I feel any sign on that someone is not reliable for me, it's hard to continue make strong connection with that. Of course, I don't I won't stop to talk with that person, However, the way that the way that I act with them will change for sure. you know. Um, and yeah, let me see. And sometimes I like you, Yank. I have problem with this. Sometimes I look for someone's eyes, and I don't know the reason. Sometimes I feel, maybe that I think that person is not so a good one, or that person is a good one. You know in my first impression, I think that's a bad behavior from my side. In this point, that person didn't have opportunity to express their perspectives. So that's a fault of my a lack of maybe a lack of not respect, a lack of listen other parts. I think that's my fault. And for you, Luis?
I totally agree with you guys. Well, I do believe in this because my life was shaped in my childhood. I grew up in a traumatic house, My parents, in end of the 80s, beginning of the in the 90s, uh, Brazil had a very strong economic crisis, and my parents become so crazy because they lost everything, kind of things, and we had to start again. And my mother, my dad, they started only to focus me and my sister to have a good job, a good school notes, and was terrible because every time you think the future was a chaos, a catastrophe, you will probably, if you don't study, you have a job, you starve. And I realized that I could follow my path, and saved me a lot, because I need to deal what I want for my life, and what my parents want my life, So since I was a child, I was totally focused to be the guy with a stable job, and this is what matters, not about to feel alive, to create things, So this kind of thing. So this was my personal experience. So, but
Mhm,
was totally shaped in the my childhood,
mhm. Just for curiosity, you said that problem started in a big crisis. Are you talking about Color's economy plan?
Yes, 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 yes. From that time, because
Mhm.
I can remember a lot of things, but I remember, for instance, lost my parents selling houses, selling a lot of things, and could not pay for our school that time, so something like that, I think. And
Yeah.
my mother was very traumatized about this. She only focused us to have a stable job and those kind of things, So
Yeah, my dad lost a lot of money, as almost the most of Brazilians by the time. My dad had saved money in a, I don't know how to say poupança in English. Someone know how to say this? I don't know, but it's a account that you can save your money, so that was a hard time, but this event didn't impact how my dad had my dad acted with me and my mom. because by the time the money that my dad saved was to make leisure stuffs, you know, only that. My dad didn't have any plan to use that money. Because of this, the emotional impact was a low, you know, low level for him, you know. So yeah, that's it. That's a good point. A good history event that you brought for us, Luis. Okay, let's move on. Michael, could you start with the next question, please? Thank you,
Yes,
Yanka.
of course.
Thank you, Yanka.
Question number 3. Do you think people can choose which memories to keep and which to let go? Oh my gosh. uh, I believe people cannot completely choose which memories to keep, because many memories are created or formed automatically through emotional experience. However, I think they can choose how to interpret and respond to those memories. In my life, in my situation, my memories of is terrible. I don't know why. Uh, I didn't reach a conclusion during therapy because I don't remember about my childhood. I don't remember about my family. I don't know why. Uh, but I think is that I think it's impossible to choose which memories we can keep, but it's important to interpret these memories.
Interesting point of view. We have some strong memories, you know. In these memories, it's hard to deal. I I understood your perspective, Michael. And for you, Yank.
Um, I agree with Michaela. I don't think that we can choose the memories that we want to keep. And in fact, I feel that we have some trauma. Let's say we have some bad experience in our life, and the trauma, it was so big that we just not delete from our brain, but put these in a box in our brain, and we don't access this memory because it was a huge trauma, you know. So, and we can't just go there and pick that memory. Sometimes we have to do a lot of years of analysis to find these. So our brain, I think, just hide some memories from us, I guess. And but we can, I feel that we can cultivate some good memories. I remember when my mom picked some photos, because in the past, in the ancient time, we had photos printed, you know, albums de foto. I don't know how I translate that,
Me
but
too.
and my mom always picked. But it was amazing. My mom always picked that photos, that album of photos, and showed to us and remember the past, the good memories that she had. And nowadays, I really want to do this because when we take pictures, all of them go to the cloud, and I don't access often. I don't stop to show to someone all the pictures that I had. So maybe we should print our pictures, guys, to
I agree.
show to someone, you know, to keep thinking about that pictures, about that moment that we want to cultivate that memory, to bring that good memories, I guess.
That's it, Luis.
So, isso é uma raridade, isso daí é uma
Picture
relíquia.
film. Oh my goodness.
For this reason, I still shoot with a photograph film, because you think twice about the memories, you know. You don't need to just shoot. And for our family, this album, photography albums, is like a treasury, you know, because it's like our memories, our good moments, and that kind of things. Just this.
For sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you want to talk more, Bianca and Luis? No? Okay, let's do it. It's my time. I agree with you guys. It's hard to pick, especially trauma memories. You know, we have a lot of in all of us have indelible mark for sure. Um, in my case, the most of them are related my parents, you know, and my relationship with the mom of my children. You know, it was a traumatic relationship for me. For every reason that you can imagine, I had a problem in all aspects. Uh, yeah. However, I believe, to be honest, Michael, I believe we can manage the way that we feel that memory, you know, because currently in my point of view, it doesn't matter the bad past we had, we can learn a lot of stuff with them, you know. It doesn't matter the situation. For example, related relationships, maybe I could deal better with that relationship in any aspects as well. So that had t- t- taught me a lot how to deal better in my current relationship, you know. And the same happened with my parents, you know. Currently, I have a good relationship with my parents because of the past traumas I had. And so currently I know how to deal better with them, for example, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna stop because of the time, and it's our Luis, do you want to say something more? No? Okay, so Aleph, please.
Yeah, I agree with you when you say that we can handle uh, our emotions, we can control our emotions and some things. Because once something happens, it is saved in our mind. Like in 2016, um, my mom needed to go to hospital faster, as soon as really faster. And since that uh, moment, I'm more grateful with her. I'm more near of her because now I can see that it's better. Um, how can I say that? Um, that I need to be present with my family. So in any situations of our life, it will save in our mind. It will happen and save in our mind, and we should decide how will you handle with that. If you'll be happy, if you'll be angry, if you'll be yeah, basically this. We
Mm-hmm.
need to um, choose our emotions. I think like this, something like this. I'm not sure if I was clearly, but
You
that's it.
answered. Have you ever participated in any kind of therapy, something like this, Aleph?
No, I never did it.
I asked you because the way that you say, it seems that you are mature about this behavior, you know? That's something
Uh-huh.
that a therapist would say to us. I do therapy. Because of that, I asked you.
Mhm. I tried, but I didn't like.
Uh-huh.
I went just for a one moment with
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
therapeuta. I don't know how to say that. And I
Yeah.
didn't like, and I came back, and I never did it.
Oh man, I had I think more than 6 or 7 therapies along my life, to be honest, you know. Four of
Mm-hmm.
them I happened when I cut tied my relationship with the mom of my children, you know. That time was a hard time for me. And the last ones relate to my last years, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
I might, but I can understand you. It's not easy to feel confident in this environment. It's hard to say everything that you need to say, you know, about your
Yeah.
feelings and so on. Okay, thank you. So, Bianca, could you continue this conversation with the next question, please?
Sure. What part of your life may feel like it has etched, etched
Oh, I don't remember what is
your
that.
moldado? I
Oh, yeah.
didn't too, and I had to search.
Yeah, I have to.
Etched your character the most. Um, Maybe when I had to when I got into the university and I had to move to Campinas. I was raised in São Roque. I was born in Itaquera, São Paulo, and then I moved to São Roque when I was 4 years old. And I was raised here until my 17. And then I moved to Campinas to get my degree. I was 17, I was too young in my perception. And since then, I feel that I am in the world. Because when you open a little bit, when you go out of your home city, it seems that your world became bigger, you know. And then when you return, it seems that your hometown is too small for you. I'm feeling that São Roque is too small for me. I need more, you know, I can have more. I can go to São Paulo to go to some stuff that I like because it's close, it's not far from São Paulo. But when you have this broad vision about the road, it seems that you can't come back again. You always want more experience, one live more, one know different places, one have different experiences, not necessarily meeting people, but living other kinds of environment and things. I'm not talking about fancy stuff. I like to go to camp, for example. I experience in general, you know. So when you
Mhm.
have this, you can't close again, I guess.
So the environment that you were was raised impact you the way that you see your current environment.
I think that going out, stepping out of my this environment, uh, shaped me, I guess.
Mm.
Stepping out because we have to go out. When I returned, I saw some people that I was raised with, people from my high school, and they are here yet. It seems that nothing changed for them, you know. And I feel that I changed so much. I
But you
can't
change it
like
so much.
yeah, so they too, they changed too. They had their life, their path, but
Mm.
I don't know. When I return and I see everyone here and living, it seems that nothing changed. But they
Mm.
changed. But to me, it seems that nothing changed.
I got you. I got you. Yeah. And you, Luis, you said almost nothing the last question. It's our turn right now.
No, no. I was thinking here. I think that what more shaped my character the most was the difficulties because, for instance, when I was growing up, uh, was very difficult to be a very uma pessoa sensível, no? Because I was very close to arts, music, but when you are growing up in an environment very rural, very conservative, very aggressive, I well, I grew up a little bit aggressive to preserve my what I liked, no? So I think it's this, I never back. I never wanted to be part of these things in this kind of society, you know. So I think it's this, you know. I really need to be strong to live my life, you know, stuff like that. So I
I
think it's
got
it.
you. Yeah. And my side, I for sure, it was my last relationship with the mom of my children. After this, I stayed single for more than 5 years. And when I decided to um, pick someone to be with me along the life, uh, I realized that we won't have even close to a perfection relationship, you know, that no don't exist, you know. We have to accept the others fails like we have our personal fails. So the count that I do is if I have more positive sides than negative ones, the relationship is okay, you know. However, if I have more negative sides, I need to pay attention and maybe think and change uh, uh, myself or my relationship, you know. Um, so yeah, that's it, you know. So you need to because of this, I think our indelible mark, in my case, indelible mark had shaped me in decisions that I do in relationships, you know, even with my parents and my children as well. That relationship I had taught me a lot to be more patient. Yeah, patient and open to understand the other's perspective. You know, I have a lot of stuff to improve. However, I'm doing this along the way, and Aleph, the therapy that I've been doing are helping me a lot in this path. You know. uh, and yeah, Aleph, I think I'd like to listen to you about this question, please.
Um, Now is the fourth question. Yeah.
Yeah, question number 4. Yeah.
I don't know what is etched. Can you explain, please?
Uh, moldar, I guess.
Moldar.
É marcar, moldar.
Yeah, I think that was relationship with books because books in the Bible, of course. Because when I was a kid, I read a lot of books. Currently, I read books as well, and I can see a lot of perspectives of the people, and the book is a way that you can understand the mind of the people that wrote.
Mhm.
So I think that it aided me, uh, and especially there's of course there is a Bible that I love read the Bible, and I'm Christian, as I said
Mhm.
before,
Mhm.
and there's a book, Em Seus Passos o que faria Jesus, in the way of Jesus, I guess. I read this book when I was 12 years, I guess. 12 years, I guess. And currently, I am 31 years old, and I always remember about this book. In any decisions that I should have, I remember what Jesus will do in this case, and maybe it give aided me a lot, I guess. Yeah, that's it.
For sure, for sure. And I'm sure that you picked the best literature or history to follow, for sure. I'm sure this.
Yeah.
So, and Michaeli, it's your turn.
For me, I experienced the same problem as Bianca. But to give another example, the fact that my brother was a child who destabilized my home was very problematic. It made me a totally different. Uh, I'm independent. I leave it home early, keeping my frustration to myself. Um, I think the fact that I live it with my brother that was very difficult person made me a very different person when I compare with him.
Wow, now I can understand you better when they used to say a lot of some stuffs about the way that you choose your yeah, you choose your decisions, you pick your decisions, the way that you act. Yeah.
Yes, yes, because of that.
Yeah, the same with me. I think you understood me. Why sometimes I do big decisions quickly, you know, for example, but with foundations, right? And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, Michael. And guys, the time is over. I don't know if you want to say something. If you want to say something, now it's the time. No? Yes? Don't fight?
I want to say something. Osvaldo, the money that we pay in rent never come back. So please give the interest in your house.
My dad
I,
say the same.
because it's a money that just go, you will not recover this money. It's so sad to pay rent. It's really sad. I suffered a lot when I had to pay rent.
The point is, I concern about when I'm gonna retired, and if I don't have enough money to continue pay that's money, what will happen? I have this concern. But I agree with you. I agree with you. Okay, and thanks so much for your advice. And guys, thanks so much. I hope you had enjoyed this immersion. I hope to see you next Thursday, okay? And yeah, that's it. Have a good